Hello guys, I have somebody really special with me today. We have Deaconu. Mia is one of the best professionals I had the honor of working with. We've known each other for at least 10 years. I think the first time we worked together was almost 10 years ago. And we have caught together, I think, all the changes in the retail world, marketing world, advertising world, and so forth. I really want to thank you for having this discussion with us about the success story of the Stefanini Infinit, Stefanini Group and Fashion House.
Thank you, Alex. It's an honor to work with you, and thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the questions that we have for you today. So Mia, my first question to you, especially in the context of our collaboration, how important is digital innovation for a brand like yours in a business like yours?
Well, Retail Arena was one of the most tried and tested in the last 2 years, and we saw a decrease in the buying desire for, and this was the main threat during the lockdown. And we know all that physical shopping was literally impossible on that period, and this was a great opportunity for e-commerce and digital, and all the brands focused on this. Customer experience was reinvented, as well as all the digital assets that were reimagined, and communication using all the available technology that were available at this time. Stefanini Infinit and Stefanini Group were instrumental in delivering applied innovation for Fashion House. All the processes, all the methodologies, and the ability to combine strategy with creativity and technology made a difference for our brand all this time.
So Mia, what were the top changes that you have noticed during the past 2 years in the retail area? Can you tell us a bit about them?
Of course, Alex. Let's start with the customer journey first of all, because the major changes in the world in the past 2 years, many customers change the way they come to a decision of buying. And even if we talk about groceries, cars, houses, electronics, and of course fast fashion items. And second, let's say loyalty, because the loyalty decreased a lot. Customers are now more likely to change the brands they use very fast, and together with Stefanini Infinit, we had to reinvent methodologies and strategies to keep them loyal and understand that before they move to other brands. And the least but not the last, the digital usage, which in all its shapes and forms, together with Stefanini Infinit, we constantly updated and refreshed the way we do in the digital innovation area, and also how we listen to our consumers and understand them better. This was one of the key elements that played a positive role, that, for example, for us in social media, and the way we communicate with our clients, in the way we craft our overall strategy with agility at the core, together with Stefanini Infinit and Stefanini Group.
So thank you very much for your answer. And yes, there were a lot of methodologies and processes that we needed to reinvent and put in place for us working together. And transparency was always at the core. So we managed to use digital to be transparent with our consumers always, and also listening to them. So using digital tools, data analytics, the way we look at the reactions to always better the Fashion House digital service on top of the classic service was always a priority for us. In this context, I have another question. What does co-creation mean to you? And how do you feel this in the relationship with Stefanini Group and Stefanini Infinit?
For me, co-creation, it's about relationship. If you have a great relationship, as we have with your agency, based on trust, and of course we are able to co-create the most innovative projects, campaign, digital assets, and so forth. If you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. So partnership is very important. And this is how I feel about the relationship I have with the Stefanini Group and the Stefanini Infinit.
I really like that saying. I also believe, and also this is one of the core values of our group, it's always about teamwork, co-creating, and the best things that I ever saw happening and delivered were when the perfect team was in place, both from the client side and from the Stefanini Group side. I have another question for you. And this is going to sound a bit crazy. How do you see that retail is going to be in the year 2100, for example?
This is not an easy question, Alex, because it's hard to predict. Things can go beyond our imagination. Years ago, we could never imagine what we live today. But what I still believe and I truly want to happen is that mankind will still have a mind and a soul, and all the world will not be totally absorbed by technology.